morning, and welcome to the fifth and final day of the Ottawa Network for Education's Café Spark. I would like to start this morning by saying cheers to Bridgehead, who supported this week's Café Spark festivities by donating a portion of coffee sales to the school breakfast program. I would also like to thank Escape Manor for providing some fun giveaways this week. It's wonderful to see the support from local businesses for this great cause. So please join us for the next 15 minutes as we share how ONFE's school breakfast program is planning for the future to ensure that they are providing every child in Ottawa the chance to eat, learn, and succeed. Every year, more than $550,000 needs to be raised to deliver the school breakfast program. Contributions come from individual donors, corporate donors, community organizations, third-party events, and ONFE-led events like today's Café Spark. Today's Café Spark is being title sponsored by one of those partners, our friends at National Bank. I would like to welcome Brian Ballinger, National Bank Nepean Branch Manager, who will say a few words to start our celebration today.
We here at National Bank are so pleased to be able to support ONFE's school breakfast program. Education can amplify and focus the promise that every child holds. And by running this program, ONFE is providing a level platform for everyone to learn and grow and succeed, and supporting in a tangible way children and their families. Now more than ever, these supports are so needed as we find a way to move forward together. And the opportunity to contribute is open to everyone, to each one in their own way. Even a few dollars can make such a difference in the life of a child and bring such a great reward. As bankers, we love talking about investments, and this is one with a guaranteed return. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian. ONFE's school breakfast program wouldn't be possible without the dedicated support of our community partners. Throughout the week, we have been celebrating the 30th anniversary of the school breakfast program and sharing how the Ottawa community has come together to give every K-12 student in Ottawa the opportunity to succeed today and prepare for tomorrow. The past year in particular, ONFE demonstrated that in the midst of a global pandemic, the school breakfast program could adapt and change the program to meet the demand and the new reality of the program. We know that the COVID-19 situation will continue to evolve throughout the remainder of the school year, and ONFE will continue to work hard to create contingency plans to implement as the situation changes, so they can continue to fuel kids and ignite learning. I would like to share a short video demonstrating how they are reaching students, whether at school or at home. Then we will welcome Carolyn Hunter, ONFE's School Breakfast Program Director, to share how the program will continue to adjust their new delivery model.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Hunter, Director of ONFE's School Breakfast Program. This year has been like no other for our community and across the world. When schools were first closed across Ontario in March 2020, at that time for an unknown period, we knew instantly that we would need to find a way to reach children and youth in their new learn-at-home environment. They had suddenly become disconnected for their daily meal, and we knew how much that mattered to them and their families. Our team and our partners worked around the clock to design and implement a way to reach students in this new learn-at-home environment. We've created the School Breakfast Replacement Kits, a month's supply of healthy breakfast food items for students in need, and access through 49 community agency partners, new partners for us, across the entire city. We delivered our first breakfast replacement kits on March 31st, just 2 short weeks after the closure, and we continued to deliver those kits throughout the entire summer. With many students returning to school in September 2020 and during an ongoing pandemic, we spent this summer working with our partners in Ottawa Public Health to redesign our in-school breakfast program delivery model. Students could no longer sit together at a communal table like they had for the past 29 years in Ottawa schools. We also knew that we would need to continue to support children and youth who were going to continue to learn at home through the 2021 school year. and also be prepared for complete and periodic school closures like the one we've just experienced in January 2021. So we've continued to provide our Learn at Home school kits to students who are not attending school in person. Our food costs this year will be 3 times what they have been in previous years. New models for in-school breakfast programs require more prepackaged food and portioning for safety reasons. And we have lost the cost-saving efficiencies of volunteers to help prepare, serve, and portion bulk foods in our school programs. We also continue to reach many students whose family incomes continue to be interrupted or because of lost jobs or the ongoing pandemic. This program is so important, essential in fact, for the health and well-being of over 13,500 children and youth in our city. With both the in-school and the Learn at Home models fully designed now, we're able to navigate back and forth so we can reach students where they're learning. We will need this modified programming for the coming months, and ONFI's school breakfast program is committed to being there for these students. The generous Ottawa community has been with us every step of the way, starting 30 years ago when we opened our first programs, and now more than ever while we work to reach students during an ongoing pandemic. The pandemic has exposed many cracks in our social safety net, and as we look to the future of ONFI's school breakfast program, we see opportunities to find new solutions, which can now last into the future. We invite you to continue this journey with us and fulfill our shared belief that every child and youth in our community has the right to start their day of learning with a nutritious meal.
Thank you so much, Carolyn, for your leadership during these unprecedented times, and kudos to you and your team for your remarkable success. Throughout the year, this year particularly, ONFE has been incredibly fortunate to have had many community partners step up and support their efforts. I'd like to invite one of these partners, Kevin Darling and Dan Fried from the Capital Integral Charitable Foundation, to make a special announcement.
Why did Capital Integral Charitable Foundation choose ONFE in the school breakfast program? Well, it was a very easy decision. In 2020, our board of directors met and we were looking at the different charities in the Ottawa region. There are many, many different options out there, but our board of directors unanimously chose ONFE and in particular the school breakfast program due to the amazing work they did. In fact, they were so impressed that we've committed to raise $75,000 a year for the next 3 years for a grand total of $225,000. How do we raise the money? The CICF's board of directors has some really great ideas. Unfortunately, COVID has thrown a little wrench in our fundraising efforts, but we just recently finished a very successful online auction in December, and their support was quite impressive. So we are going to be doing another auction in May 2021. And in addition to that, Capital Integral Property Management, the founding company of CICF, is working with our suppliers and our clients for personal and corporate donations.
Hi, I'm Kevin Darling, Chair of the Board for Capital Integrated Charitable Foundation. When the team at CIPM first raised the idea of starting a charity, the first thing that was discussed is how do we contribute to the betterment of our community, and in particular the children in our community. Although the board has roots in the Ottawa region and attended the school system there, the services that ONFE provides were not available to students when we were in school, but I'm sure many students came to school hungry. When you read the statistics, it's almost unbelievable the number of children that arrive at school without having breakfast and possibly not lunch, in particularly for a developed country like Canada. Nutrition is key for children's development, in particular their ability to pay attention and learn in the classroom. In looking at ONFE, we were also very impressed with their ability to adapt to the added challenges that COVID-19 presented for these children and their families. After researching the impact that ONFE makes, it was an easy decision for our board to support the breakfast program over the next 3 years. So why should you donate or support to ONFE? Well, we at CICF encourage those watching to take up the cause and support ONFE through either volunteering or through donations. If you need a reason, just watch your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your grandchildren, or any child for that matter, eat their breakfast before they head off to school with their lunch. Then imagine sending them off for the day, no breakfast, no snack, no lunch. Some families, through no fault of their own, do this every day. It's like trying to drive a car with no gas. You just don't get anywhere. Every little bit helps. You can provide breakfast for children for a year for less than $1 a day. Less than what most of us spend on a cup of coffee. What are you waiting for?
And thank you so much to our friends at CICF for this exceptional announcement. Your generosity will truly make a difference in the lives of the children and the youth in our community. I'd like to invite ONFE's President and CEO, Heather Norris, to say a few words to wrap up what has been an exceptional week.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the last day of Café Spark. We are so grateful for everyone who made this week possible. Thank you to the Café Spark committee who worked under the changing circumstances of a pandemic, event planning to organize Café Spark. Thank you to our wonderful title sponsors this week, Solus, Emond Harnden, the National Bank of Canada, the Ottawa Carleton District School Board, the Ottawa Catholic School Board, le Conseil des écoles catholiques du Centre-Est, et le Conseil des écoles publiques de l'Est de l'Ontario. Thanks to these sponsors and to our other corporate partners, all donations are being matched up to $35,000 this week. Thank you to all of the speakers and hosts who came together to make this virtual event a success. I also want to take a moment to recognize and thank the people who make the school breakfast program run every day. Our volunteers who look forward to getting back into schools to serve students, our staff who have coordinated a changing program throughout the past year, the 4 school boards in Ottawa for their wonderful partnership, the teachers who have stepped in during a wildly busy year to help students get breakfast, and to Jack Larrabee Distribution and Ontario Student Nutrition Services who made school breakfast replacement kits possible. With the help of our community, the school breakfast program is resilient and able to continue serving students despite the circumstances. We are so proud to be doing this work with you. Thank you again for tuning in to Café Spark. Donations made through this weekend will count towards the $35,000 matching donation from our sponsors. If you feel compelled to give to support students in Ottawa, please visit onfi.ca.
And thank you very much, Heather, for bringing this week's Café Spark officially to a close. Typically, ONFE celebrates the Spark Soiree every fall, which, like Café Spark, helps to raise much-needed funds for the school breakfast program. While there is still so much uncertainty about what the rest of this year will bring, we can remain optimistic that we will see you in person in some capacity this upcoming fall. As we say goodbye, please enjoy a glimpse of what to expect when we are able to once again gather to celebrate ONFE's school breakfast program at the Spark Soiree. Have a great day, and cheers!